Rhea Ripley's role on Raw criticized by WWE veteran, exclusive. This week's episode of Monday Night Raw left many fans scratching their heads over the absence of one of WWE's biggest stars for the majority of the show. Former WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley, who has consistently been one of the most dominant and popular figures on the Red brand, was given surprisingly little screen time. Known for her commanding presence and intense persona, Ripley has become a fan favorite over the years. However, her appearance on this week's show was limited to a single, very brief segment near the end of the night. Her booking did not sit well with everyone, especially WWE veteran Vince Russo, who openly criticized the decision. Speaking on the latest episode of Legion of Raw on Sportskeeda Wrestle Binge, Russo did not hold back his frustration over how the company used Ripley this week. In his view, her limited role was a missed opportunity and a disservice to someone who has become such an integral part of the Raw brand. Rhea's segment took place backstage, where she was involved in a short exchange following a dramatic fallout between Japanese star Io Sky and her former Damage Control teammates, Kairi Sane and Asuka. The scene was brief, and while it hinted at possible future storylines, it did little to showcase Ripley's in-ring prowess or her dominant character work that fans have come to expect. Russo's criticism was rooted in the belief that WWE should maximize the use of its top-tier talent, especially when it comes to stars who have consistently drawn fan interest. "You have one of the biggest female stars in the company, and she's barely even on the show," Russo pointed out. "This is how you keep people invested? By hiding one of your main attractions in the background." His comments echoed the sentiments of many viewers who took to social media expressing disappointment. Rhea Ripley has been a cornerstone of Raw for several years now. Since her main roster debut, she has held the Women's World Championship multiple times and has been involved in high-profile feuds with the likes of Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Bianca Belair. Her unique combination of athletic ability, charisma, and intimidating presence has made her one of the most captivating performers in the women's division. Despite her established success, there's growing speculation that her current position on Raw could be stagnating. While she continues to be featured in significant storylines from time to time, weeks like this raise concerns about whether her momentum is being fully utilized. WWE's decision to keep her role minimal this week has sparked discussion about whether a change is needed to keep her character fresh and engaging. One potential solution, as some fans and analysts have suggested, is a brand switch. A move from Raw to SmackDown could present new rivalries and opportunities for Ripley to evolve her character further. On the Blue brand, she could potentially mix it up with top names like Bayley, Naomi, or even reignite feuds with Charlotte Flair under different circumstances. Such a shift could breathe new life into her career and prevent her from being overshadowed by other ongoing storylines on Raw. Rhea Ripley's in-ring ability and character work remain among the best in WWE, but moments like this week's episode highlight the importance of consistent and meaningful television time. As Vince Russo's critique suggests, WWE cannot afford to sideline one of its most marketable stars for too long without risking a decline in fan interest. Whether WWE chooses to give Ripley a bigger role on Raw moving forward or decides to shake things up with a brand switch, one thing is clear: the Eradicator deserves more than just a fleeting backstage segment. Fans expect to see her dominate, challenge, and elevate the women's division, not linger in the background. For someone who has worked hard to become one of the top attractions in the company, her presence on television should reflect that status every single week.